solo lanes will actually take quite a bit of pain. After the nerfs to the wave clear on the Q, you actually have less windows to trade, so LeBlanc does even better in this matchup. It's kind of a sustaining
past
matchup.
that and get towards a later stage where they're feeling good, then it could be the Glad plane flying. As we got teleports coming in everywhere. 5 Jin Air members are going to be in this Ocean Drake pit. There's lots of damage onto Kellen. They're going to have to be careful here as the Crocodile culls all of the Meek in the river. Root unable to get out. It's a double kill for Soan, who continues to play like a beast here in the final game. Hey, that's true. Your last dose of Korean Nami, maybe.
He is one of our Nami players.
He is. As, okay, that's a gigantic engage from Malrong. A party ultimate comes down from Bono, and Malrong's surviving for so long. Tempt flashing, but he was out of range. Malrong's just able to limp away. Bono's still trying to go in there as Grace ults himself, and they get so much damage. The culling over on top of Kia's Tempt can't get the damage down. And Malrong baited everyone, and they got a kill.
Absolutely, a gust of wind would have taken him down. Tempt is still around the outside, knows he hasn't been spotted, but they're losing turret planes.
Yeah, we were talking about how nimble the Gragas is for a larger gentleman, and my goodness, he just displayed that so well.
You've been prepping for all those months away, and you're just the world's greatest caster.
All right,
and speaking of some great casting,
well, Linderung's going to cast some ultimate here as the ultimate comes out from Bono as well. Gets the knock up is, oh god,
game seems like it's going to get trickier. See if they can keep it up. Turret plate's still up. You see the charge, and it goes to Root. All of them
are not going to find the body slam as the distortion is going to use back there. Is Eye going to be poked out?
Gold around the map as Hanwha kind of toothlessly tried to defend.
Yeah, that was actually just a complete waste of time. Exactly. Jin Air have any sort of inkling that Hanwha are on the Baron, as I'm going to hold my point for a moment. Play back there onto Bono, has to flash. It's going to be the trade. Malrong holds on.
Who's in control of the game that Jin Air have sometimes not been able to understand that it's not the same as it was 5 minutes ago.
Well, this has been their greatest flaw, right? Kellen's going to go down. Which is what Kellen went for first.
Grace is in a smart spot here, threatening to try to get these last hits in. Only 1 minion though. No worries. They finally get the turret, and you know what? There was threat
to get over there. As Jin Air, they definitely want to fight for this. But Hanwha are ready. In goes the claw. They find Tempt, who distorts his way out. That means he can't distort his way back in again. As Bono finds a point-blank ultimate. The final chapter is red though, and he's in the bouncy castle. The pig is for breakfast, and the dragon goes to Malrong. Linderung is chasing away Soan there as well as Root. Does go gold in exactly the right second. And the playback onto Ki, who's trying to you and me over to Tempt as the culling flies forward. It is cancelled early as he dashes out of the way as Tempt does find Kellen in the end. Soan with the Dominus trying to catch up as Malrong finds the Ezreal and has the stopwatch to avoid any sort of punishment. And Jin Air have smashed this team fight. Hanwha looking all sorts of mess.
A real bizarre team fight though, as there was a man fight between Soan and Linderung separated from the...
Damn right. Apart from when he's talking about, okay, Lance comes out, Malrong is going to be safe as the backline access for Root. Not exactly the flanking champion you want. And Hanwha are going to destroy the Lucian. Hopefully he never does that again.
That was an unforced error. Again, to use the tennis analogy I'm partial to. He goes in with no flash and no front line. Now it's 5v4. Jin Air want to posture, but they don't want to fight.
Onto the Crocodile there as well. Flay lands back as fantastic knockups from Linderung is keeping them all in place. Bono has to go golden because of all the threat here from Jin Air, but now they're very low, and in goes Tempt to finish off Kellen. Good stopwatches elsewhere, but the Ezreal's going to pay for it. Double kill comes out from Tempt. It's messy, but it's working for Hanwha so far.
This is definitely a dish that has poor presentation, but it looks pretty tasty.
Now you can see that the gold difference graph as ultimate comes down. Grace is trying to immediately remove it. Kellen dead again. A lot of Threshers so far in this tournament have certainly had that problem as Linderung teleports in, flashes out, and has to use the ultimate as well as Jin Air look of all sorts right now. The slice, but you see, held on to.
You see how post-level 16 LeBlanc can actually be the hard carry of these engagements. She gets in, she pops, she gets out, and Hellfire is deleted. Speaking of deletion, the range here and the siege we talked about.
There's Mimic Distortion just softening up the Jin Air members, and Hanwha have control of the inner turret, and they're looking to push for more. 5 members barreling down, and I think that they've broken the base. They have. Inhibitor probably going to follow suit.
Kellen cannot afford to die first. He is the one that
Still, Bono over to the side. Tempt very, very low. Jeanette, oh god, Grace easily able to grab that kill. Tempt a bit of a whoopsie. Relentless pursuit onto this control ward. Bono in trouble, but he gets the permafrost and the cat grabs the kill. It's a messy fight, but it's one that goes over to Hanwha Life, and now they've got a jungler, and they've got their eyes on the big purple worm.
Someone was able to get in, and
Ghosts as well. He's not going to want to claw over the side, so Baron is going to be three-manned, and Grace is now just going to run into the enemy. Decent claw there, as the final chapter doesn't really get too much work done. As that's the bop and slap from Malrong. Redemption, a lot of healing actually available onto Jin'e, but now Hanwha, they need to start some sort of fight. They can't wait for this dragon just to be secured. 10 times on oh my god, he steals it! The Elder goes to Hanwha, but it's still a 4 versus 5, and they are going to back away.
Jin'e have not even a roll of the dice. I got half a roll of the dice here, and they don't take it. They're going to have plenty of minion power to respect.
Well, Grace is going to dive in. Cell faults there. A lot of damage into the backline. Takes the land to get out, but not exactly any damage done just yet. First, Bono going to be taking a little bit, but Grace coming on over. We've got a decent redemption, but finally, the first kill of the fight. It's Grace going down, and Hanwha still able to push forward, and they've got super creeps now barreling forward as well. Inhibitor in the mid lane just being ignored as Nexus turrets are on the menu for Hanwha. Both of them destroyed. Now the Nexus is fair. Hanwha needing to start the fight. Kellen going to go down as an afterthought as Root is going to get the QSS off. Now Bono being chased down. Low health bars as now the Lucian wants to try and get something done, but he can't move forward too far. Otherwise that happens. And he's evaporated from the map. The Aatrox also, and now Hanwha are going to finish the game. Jin'e, such a good early game, but in the end, it's all Hanwha Life.
Hanwha Life Esports, always there. Credit to both of the family for coming in as often as they do, and they know it's an important match. This is relegation's final match, final Korean League of Legends series of 2019, and looking at the numbers, having range pretty good.